My name is Rory Houlihan. I ran for U.S. Senate last spring, 2016, to stop the ticking time bomb so I could put our economy on track for a bright new day instead of all things ending. Well, I lost the election and am not running, but the ticking time bombs are still here, if not more so. Let me educate you on the ticking time bombs and give you the rest of the story. Part 1A: How did the terms conservative and liberal come about? Well, I have heard conservative-funded media demonize liberals for like 30 years. Uh, During his presidential campaign, Bernie Sanders was often talked about as being unqualified to be president because Bernie Sanders is a socialist or a liberal. Well, as I pointed out in an earlier post, part 16D, head of the stream, the clearest the water, too narrow is to take. The link will be on my Facebook. How the terms liberal and conservative came about. Liberalism started shortly after the passage of the Constitution in reaction to those who saw an opportunity to bring our country back to being a kingship by denying the preamble was part of the Constitution. Conservatives are for a strict interpretation of the Constitution, articles only, without the preamble. Liberals are for the all of the Constitution and not just some. This is important. Let's read the preamble. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The Constitution's true office, as follows or is as written, is number 1, form a more perfect union. Number 2, establish justice. 3, ensure domestic tranquility. 4, provide for the common defense. 5, promote the general welfare. 6, secure the blessings of liberty. 7, for ourselves and prosperity, our kids. Ordain and establish a constitution for the United States of America. Remember, we had the Confederate laws of the Confederacy before that. To a liberal, the preamble is the mission statement, the prime directive or goal of the Constitution. These 9 points of law are the prime directives for running our country. To a liberal, these 9 points of law create duties for our country, our government, at all levels to follow. That is local government, state government, and federal government. We the people have rights today because of these prime directives. In legal terms, the points of law that create our constitutional preamble are known as the true office or true intentions of our Constitution. Now, conservative jurists believe in a strict interpretation in which the preamble is excluded from being part of the Constitution, and have written opinions that say the preamble is not part of the Constitution. So when you hear a jurist, or in other words, a judge, or a politician say that he believes in a strict interpretation of the Constitution, that judge is saying he doesn't believe that the preamble has any true office or that the preamble is not part of our Constitution. Remember, too narrow is to take, like your rights. Conservatives' narrowing of what is considered part of the U.S. Constitution to exclude the preamble is extremely useful, say eliminating the true office of number 1, form a more perfect union. If you want to weaken our government by making our government more and more like the Articles of Confederation with states' rights using the old divide and conquer strategy, or if you ignore the true office of 2, establish justice, so that you can discriminate against blacks and other races. Or if you want to get rid of Social Security or the ACA Denying the true office of number 4, promote the general welfare, will do the trick. Can you see how narrowing a document through strict interpretation, like our Constitution, by getting rid of just the preamble, would negatively affect we the people's lives? So, folks who want to do we the people wrong have always argued against the true office of the President of our Constitutional Congress and the writer of the preamble, George Washington's mission statement. Even when George Washington was still alive. Yes, he was alive, and for a matter of fact, he was running for president. So why do we call some folks liberals and others conservatives? All started over the debate of the true office of the Constitution's preamble. Liberals believe in all of the Constitution. Conservatives believe in some of the Constitution. I had my little sister over. We got talking about my post, which she has been listening to, and she gave me some honest critique. One was limiting my post to 5 minutes. I will be trying to do just that. You have a good and blessed day. Bye.